Hi guys, welcome to another video by Optionables. My name is Sujit and recently, as you all know, we started exploring crypto options. How does crypto options work? What are the pros, cons? So we had started doing all those things, and also we have come up with one strategy 3 weeks ago. And last week I had shared P&L of that strategy, how it works, what are the entry criteria, what are the exit criteria, all these things, because what we shared was a systematic trade. So it will have specific entry, specific exit, because crypto options is a new space and we want to explore as much as possible with proper risk to reward and proper position sizing. As I told in the last week's video, I'll be coming up with little bit modifications for the system based trade, whatever I had given 3 weeks back. Today in this video, I'll be sharing certain modifications, certain improvements what I have observed from past 3 weeks. So I thought, okay, why not try this? Why not improvise certain things and improve my risk to reward? Because end of the day, it's a risk to reward that matters a lot, and your position sizing. In our trade, we try to cut our loss with maximum 2% in a particular trade. So keeping that rule in mind, we are discussing this strategy. And also going forward, I'll start slowly increasing the position size so that we understand how this works in a much better way. And before moving forward, if you haven't checked out our yesterday's special announcement on an internship opportunity, you can check it out. And we are providing internship for 1 month, and students will get to manage 10 lakh capital of ours, and they'll be getting hands-on experience. So if you haven't checked it out, you can go check it out. I have also attached the link in description. If you're liking the content on this channel, don't forget to hit the like button, share this video, as well as subscribe to Optionables. Thank you so much, guys. Hi guys, welcome back to the video. So before moving forward, I would like to give you a glimpse about what we had discussed in the previous videos, previous strategy video on Bitcoin option trading. So as you all know, we are also exploring more and more about crypto options. So because theory, it is the same thing, and we want to explore it on more of a practical basis. So that's why we have put in somewhere around $5,000 and we are experimenting out with it. And before we move forward, I would like to tell, please make sure you understand what you're trading. Don't jump in just because someone else is trading or someone else is showing you something. Analyze what you are seeing, analyze, is it worth your effort, worth your time? Then only if you are comfortable with it, comfortable with the risk involved, then you can go ahead and start trading. So this is only for educational purpose what we are doing. Okay, so the entry for the strategy what we had deployed was around 2 p.m. and exit was around 5:30 p.m. and strike price were around 750 point away option based on the Bitcoin price, and we used to hedge it with 1000 point away option. So we tried it for 3 weeks, and one drawback what I saw in this was if there was slight movement, let us say 1% movement in Bitcoin also, our 750 point away option which we had shorted, our 100% stop loss used to get triggered and that option was going to zero. So there is no slight movement or a slight volatility could spike the price in our options, and 1000 point away option was not getting so much high. It was not covering our risk too much. So what I modified, I'll be sharing it with you. So this is the criteria what we had done. So entry was 2 p.m, exit was around 5:30 p.m, and stop losses of the options were around 100%, and we used to hedge it with 1000 point away option. Now moving on to the modification, I'll just I have used simple common sense from our what we use on our stock market. So I have extrapolated certain things and I have just modified it a little bit. There is no big modification, a slight modification, so that we'll deploy it for next 3 to 4 weeks. Then we'll see what it is doing, good or bad. If it is doing good, we'll keep on doing it. If it is not doing good, then we'll try to see what we can do the best thing there. Okay, so here make sure we are not losing more than 1 to 1.5% of our capital in a trade, because there is daily expiry, so don't lose more than that. So that is what even we are following or we are sticking on to. So as I told you, drawback of this intraday system with stop loss was option far OTM options, that is 750 points away option. were little bit low. It is used to be around somewhere around $20 to $25, and 100% of it is around $40. So that used to get triggered for 1% move in Bitcoin, or 0.5 to 0.75% move. So, and after that, that option would end in zero. So I thought we can slightly modify this and we can try it out. So what I have done is have modified it little bit. So what I do now is we create an iron condor, that is instead of 750 point away option, I have come closer to 250 points away option. So what we do is we sell 250 points away option calls and 250 points away option puts. And what we do as a hedge, so we hedge it closely. So we buy 500 points away options, that is 500 points away calls and 500 points away puts. So let us assume Bitcoin is trading around 42,000. At 2 p.m. is the entry. Entry exit is same thing. What is the modification is one, we are coming closer strike price, and two, we are not keeping any stop loss. Okay, so these two are the modifications. If Bitcoin is trading around 42,000, we are at 2 p.m. we are selling to 42,250 calls and 41,750 puts, and hedging it with 500 points away options, that is 42,500 calls and 41,500 puts. Okay, if I'm little bit fast, then you can slow this video. If I'm little slow, you can increase the speed of the video to 1.25 or 1.5x. And the main modification is we are not keeping stop loss, because we are position sizing in such a way that we don't lose more than 1% of our 1 to 1.5% of the capital if market moves violently. Okay, so if market moves violently, or if it is out of our range, we are not losing 1.5% of our capital. So that's the reason I'm not keeping any stop loss. I'm position sizing in such a way. This is the first modification. And second idea, as you all know, cryptos are highly volatile. Implied volatility of Bitcoin is somewhere around 60, 70. You can say that much. And you can also check it out. And when Bitcoin or cryptos move, sometimes if there is lot of news or a lot of buying, then cryptos can even move some 8 to 10% in a day. So I factored in all this. So what I thought was, let us slightly change iron condor and make it, let us add in ratio also for this. So what I thought was, for this volatility, if I pay a little extra premium also, not an issue. But in such scenario, if there is too much of volatility, that is Bitcoin moves some 5-6% in a day, then I should be making money out of it, not losing or not gaining anything. So what I thought was, buy hedge legs or buy options with 10% extra quantity of the sell options. So this is what I incorporated, or I made slight change in the strategy. So what I did was, if there is if I have sold 42,250 calls at 600 quantity, what I do is I add 10% of it and buy extra quantity of options, out of money options, or as a hedge leg. So if I buy, I'll be buying now 42,500 call option, 660 quantity. So because 600 quantity is the short options, and I'm buying 10% extra quantity, that is 600 plus 10%, 660 quantity. So logic behind extra buy is to make sure that I'm getting benefit out of my buy option. Basically all this are credit spreads, not debit spreads. So what I'm doing is I'm paying little bit extra premium, but not an issue. If there is a movement of 5 to 10% move in cryptos, that is in Bitcoin, either side, both puts and calls, any of the side, then I'll be benefiting from that. So I'm not losing that factor also. I'll be gaining if such scenario happens. So that is the modification one. Modification two, and how we have improved from the previous system. So previous system was simple sell out of money option of 750 points away and keep 100% stop loss. Then you also hedge it with 1000 points away option, so that you don't have a unlimited loss. So now what we have modified is, we are creating iron condor with 250 points away option and buying with 500 points away option, and we are buying 500 points away option 10% extra of the sold option. So that is very simple. So we are not keeping the stop loss and we are exiting it by 5:30 p.m. There is no change in the strategy. I won't be exiting or I won't be adjusting the position as of now. So if I do any adjustments, I'll be just giving you an update on the channel. Okay. So now let us move on to the live trade. I have just taken this trade. Let us now move on to it, and I'll just show you what happened to the live trade. Hi guys, so now the time is around 2:10, so it's time for us to take the modified system trade. So what I'll be doing is I'll be taking that system trade which we discussed, modified one, and I'll just show you how to do it. So initially you start with the current day expiry. So today is 27th March, and you take this trade around 2 to 2:15 p.m. anytime between this, because immediately premiums won't decay. So you can take this trade between this 2 to 2:15 time, and now that currently time is around 2:11. So what we have to do is we have to check the spot price. Index price is somewhere around 44,658. Bitcoin has rallied significantly in last 1 week, and based on this spot price we are going to calculate our strike prices and take the trade. Okay, so the trade is quite simple. 700 is at the money, which is trading at $116. 44,750 is trading at $98, and 44,800 is trading at $76. So we'll be taking this trade. So we'll be shorting currently I'm using something called as portfolio margining. I'll explain it to you in the next section. So what is portfolio margining? So I'll be putting the best bid. It is, you can see 84 and 75. Best bid is 75. I'll hit the quantity as 600 because max loss of my trade is somewhere around 1 to 2%. And if I win or if the trade goes right, I'll be getting somewhere around 1%, $50 or $52. So that is what I'll try to aim at. And then what I do is I go and buy an option to hedge it. So $72 was what I shorted it at. I'll go some 200 points away because my max loss will be within my limit. So I'll go 200 points away and buy an option, making it an iron condor. So whatever we are trading, it will be an iron condor strategy. So here if I go, best bid is around I want to buy. So best bid is around $20. Best offer basically. I'll buy a little bit extra, 10% extra quantity in case there is wild fluctuation in the market. I don't have to worry because this will give me extra profit of this, because I have extra 10% quantity, so I don't have to worry if there is wild fluctuation. Anyways, I'll be ending in profit. I'll sell an option. I'll sell this option at 68. Best offer is 68. I hit 600 quantity, which is somewhere around 0.6 Bitcoin. Best offer is 69. Sell it, and I hedge it with 10% extra quantity for my long position. So basically I'm doing a iron condor with extra hedge leg will be a little bit extra. So best offer is $24, and I'm doing 660 quantity. So my trade has been executed, and currently I'm at a $14 loss. So because everything was hit at the market order, so I started with $14 loss. I have every position, right? Yeah, I have every position. Entry price you can see 72, 20, 70 and 24. So this is where I started with. And end of the day, if everything goes to zero, my max profit will be around 40, 80 minus 20, almost around $55. So the time now is around 5:28 p.m. So today we have come up with a profit of somewhere around $56.39. So as expected, it is on the line. And before I show you what happened exactly today, Bitcoin was fairly flat. So it traded in the range of 44,550 to 44,650, 700. So today it worked out well for us. If there is a violent move, then our extra buy option would have given us profit. Otherwise, if it had ended in between our range, then we would have taken loss of 1%. So that's the whole idea. Since this is still a new space, we are still exploring, and we are trying to learn what happens exactly. So that is what we also want to show. Before taking any trades, just analyze what is the risk involved, and then go ahead with it. Don't simply take trades because we tell or someone else showcases this. You analyze this, and if you are comfortable, then only go ahead with this. So after I took the trade around 215, 210 to 215, and after I took the trade, markets fell little bit. So I took trade around 44 600 660 or somewhere, and market fell somewhere around Bitcoin fell somewhere around $100 $150, I guess. Yeah, but still we ended up with profit because of the range what we had some 500 points range, and we didn't have to adjust any positions in this scenario because it was well within our limit, because we know what is the risk involved and what we are going to lose if we are wrong in this trade, and if we are right, we know what is the max profit we'll be getting. So I didn't have to adjust anything in this trade, and this is more or less a systematic trade, right? So you specify the entry, you specify the exit, and you specify your stop losses. So that is what I have done here, and in last 3 to 4 hours it was absolutely within our range, and we didn't have to worry too much. So this is the P&L as of now. I haven't changed my position anything, and I haven't touched this. So we started with somewhere around negative $15 because of my execution error, and once that is there, I need to work on the execution error. So I need to see how I can work things around so that there won't be any execution error, and exactly by 5:30 p.m. all the trades will be settled, and yeah, this is how it will get settled in just next 1 minute. If I refresh it, 5:30 p.m. the trades will be settled. Yeah, I think all my trades are, yeah, 5:30 p.m. exactly trades will be settled, and you can just check it in your wallet. So 5777.78 is our current balance. So we started trading with somewhere around $5,000. Now we have somewhere around 5,700. And I was also talking about portfolio margining. So Delta Exchange has come out with one more feature called portfolio margining. So this portfolio margining Delta Exchange has come out with. So if you have a position in Bitcoin or Ethereum, let us say if you are long in futures market and you want to short a call option, so your risk is not unlimited because you are long on futures and you are short on calls. So when you are shorting a call option, basically it will calculate what is the margin required, and it will collect only that much margin. So it is dynamically calculating your margin, and leverage is set automatically. So you don't need to set your leverage each and every time. And when you do spreads, that is iron condor or vertical spread, let us say you sell one option and you go and buy one more option, then buying an option and selling an option will come with a limited risk. So that spread will have a limited risk, and that's the reason the sell option will not need too much of margin as compared to before. So that is the whole idea what they have come out with. So it exactly works the same way how our Indian stock market has, our exchanges has. So that is the new feature what I wanted to showcase. So that's all for the live trade and for today's video. So in today's video we have learned, just to summarize, we have learned what are the modifications for the system trade what we had initiated 3 weeks ago, and what are we doing with the modifications, how are we managing it. So initially we are also exploring it, so because we want to see how it works, and we want to start scaling it slowly. So once we start to scale it slowly, then we'll analyze what are the pros and cons, then we can move ahead. So that's how it is done in any scenario, any stock exchanges or anything. So that's how we also want to see what's the best we can do. And that's it for today. And if you're liking the content on this channel, don't forget to hit the like button, share this video, as well as subscribe to our channel, Optionables. Thank you so much guys. See you soon in the next video next week. Bye bye.